Hi guys, welcome back. Yep, this is a very different view. There's my hands. This is a different view because Mom, Miss Edith, with Scrapbooking with Me, has asked that I do a Canva tutorial for you guys. So that's what we're going to do today. Um, what she specifically, I think, wanted me to do was to show you guys how to make you have whenever you're working in Canva, they already have some frames that you can fill in. And what those are is you just take your uploads and you can drop a picture directly into it. Um, the thing is, um, there's not a lot of different styles, and so I mean there are, but there's not. If that makes sense. There's so many more that I wanted. And so that's what got me on my journey of trying to figure out how to create these different frames. So there is it's a Canva app and it is called Framemaker. So you would go to apps over here and you would type in Framemaker. And this is what it looks like. So I think you get 3 days free, but then it's only like $19 or something for a year. So it's great. This here is where you can create a design or create a frame. This is too much work for me, so I don't do that. So what I'm going to do instead, let me just show you, like here, I'm going to go to elements. I'm going to go out of frames. I just want regular elements. And let's go to shapes. So I am going to get this, the square right here. Oops. And I'm just going to make it a little bigger just so that you guys can see. Now, if we double click this, not on this, I'm going crazy, y'all. This thing, why? Okay, it wasn't going to let me delete it there for a minute. Jeez. Okay, so I can make this is just a simple rectangle, but I can make this into a frame by clicking on that. I am going to go over here to Framemaker. I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to convert, and it says frame right here. And I hope you guys can see. I'm going to hit continue. And this just goes the different steps. It's connect all elements, select the right page, export with transparency, and resize for better quality. So now right here, I'm going to export. It's going to be PNG. That's what it's automatically on. I'm going to take the size and I'm going to move it all the way up. So it's 3.125 on this one. I am going to do transparent background. Now this, I only have one single page, but like if I had a second page here, I would have to select the current page because it will only do one page at a time. Okay, so now I am going to click export. It's going to work for just a minute. And then now there is my frame. And so I can delete that. And we have the frame that I can just drop something directly in and we're good to go. But what if I don't want something that simple? So I'm going over here to my uploads and I have got, this is a tag. And for the purpose of this video, I am going to make this page, the background, I'm going to make it pink just so that it'll make it easier for you guys to see my tag and what I'm actually doing. I'm just taking these bounding boxes and I'm just making them a little smaller. It does not make any difference whether these are small or large. It just makes it easier for me to open it larger. So I've got this tag and I want this shape to be a frame. So I am going to do the same thing. I'm going to Framemaker. I'm going to convert design to frame. I'm going to do transparent background. I'm going to take the size all the way up. And let me just delete this page so that I don't have to keep doing that. And I messed it up when I done that. So we're going to go back, go all the way to the highest size, transparent background, And now I'm going to do export. And there is my tag image. So now, again, I can just go right down here and I can just drop this directly into it. If I want to change that image out, I'm going to delete the image. Now, what if I had, say, I'm going to put this one in there, and this is a new kit that I'm about to be coming out with. So that does not look that good to me. I think it needs to be over more. So I am going to double click on it. And when I do, now I have the option to slide that image over. And there we go. So that's how you can make it the way that you want it. So let's delete this one. And let's see, let's go to, I've made so many different ones. Okay, so like this. Most of you guys probably recognize what this is. This is it's half of a whale tail. Let me delete this one for a minute. So I'm going to make it smaller just to make it easier for me to work with it right this second. So I'm going to show you a trick. So if I take this, I can absolutely make this into a frame with no problem whatsoever. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to Framemaker, convert design to frame. I want to make it all the way large, transparent background, export. And why didn't it export? It's not liking me today. Maybe I had it too big. It just don't like me today. It's probably telling me that I've done too many today. Okay, so there's my frame. All right, now here's the issue with this one. If I go over here to uploads and I upload, let's do this one. If I put this one in there, this side here is going to be the correct way when I put it on my paper, but these butterflies are going to be upside down. I don't want that. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete the whole thing. I took the whale tail tab and I just literally, I done it just like that, brought it up. And so now I'm going to take this. I am going to turn this way because when I put this on my paper, this is the side that I want to be facing up. So now I'm going to convert that to a frame. And again, we're going to go large, transparent background, export. And there we go. But this is only half of my whale tail. But all I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate it. Now I'm going to turn this one upside down. And then I'm just going to do just like that. So now let's go back to our uploads. Let's get that same exact image. So I'm going to put it on the bottom there. And again, I think I want it to be just the flowers showing. So I double clicked. Now I'm going to make it a little larger, bring it over. I don't want any butterflies on that part. And there we go. All right. So now for this up here, I'm going to take that same image and I'm going to drop it in there. And see, it's upside down now because that's how I done it. But now on this one, I want there to be just the butterflies. Again, I'm going to double click and I'm going to do the same thing that I just did, except this time I'm actually going to be taking out the flowers and having just my butterflies. And then I'm going to click done, and there we go. So that's how you would do something like that. Now, let's delete this. Let's say I want to do maybe like a file folder. So I'm going to get the elements here. And this is the square, but we're going to make it into a rectangle. And I want my corners, I don't like the square corners. I want them to be a little rounded. So I'm going to go right over here. This is on your edit toolbar. And I am going to do corner rounding, and I'm going to do, I think 14 looks good. So I have that. Now what I'm going to do, excuse me, I am going to go back over here to Framemaker. I'm going to convert that design to frame. I'm going to enlarge the size, transparent background, export. And there we go. So if I'm looking at my folder, I want this to be facing up. So the other part, the bottom, I'm going to need it to be facing the opposite direction. So I just done the same thing like I done on the whale tail. Now I can bring this a little closer if I want to. Let me enlarge my screen a little bit. And let me pull this over. And I'm just going to bump it up just a little tiny bit, which I don't care if it touches completely, but you can make it that way. And if I want to make sure they're lined up, excuse me, I would just select them both, do position, and they are, I think, yeah, because if I'd done that, it'd put them both in the middle, but we don't want that, so we're good. All right, now I do want, if this is going to be my a file folder, I do want to put a tab on it. So let's go back over here to Elements, and let's do tab, page tab maybe. See all, and that one looks good right there. So what I'm going to do, I don't really want the shadowing on it. Let's see if I can get rid of the shadowing. No, I can't get rid of the shadows on that. So let's find one that doesn't have shadows. And if we can't find one, we can make one. Like we could make that into one, but let's just see. There's so much you can do whenever you're working with these. Let me see if I can do this. Oops, I double clicked it. Let me see. I'm wondering if I can crop this. Yeah. Okay, so let me crop this. So this is on freeform. I am just going to take this and I'm just going to go down just like that, and I'm going to hit done. So I have cropped that. So let me delete this. And so I can put that right there. And what I want to do is I want it to be, I'm actually going to end up putting it behind it, just a grunt. And grunt is a specific form of measurement, you know. But first I'm going to make 3 of these and get them lined up the way that I would want them. And then I will reduce the size. I'm going to select those 3 and I want to bring them smaller to where that they'll line up good with that. And I think that's pretty good right there. So actually now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to delete these 2 for right now because I don't need those. Or let me do this. This might make it a little easier. I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see. I'm going to select all of these. I'm going to move it up. I'm going to duplicate it, bring it over here. I'm going to duplicate it one more time, bring it over here. This one I am going to erase these 2 tabs. This one I'll erase that one and that one. And then this one I'm going to erase the first 2. Now I can make those tabs whatever color I want to as I'm, according to my design. I'm going to go over here to uploads. I am going to put this in right there. And let's just do maybe the same one for here, but this one's going to go upside down. Those colors actually look okay with that, but let's just change the color just for the sake of it. And I'm just going to select a color that is in there. There we go. We're good. All right, so let's go back to uploads. I am going to upload this one here. And let's do maybe that one. And then let's change the color of that tab. And we're going to make it that light purple maybe. There we go. So now we have this one down here that we need to do something to. And I think I'm going to do, let's do the green houndstooth on that one. And I think for this one, I want to do this one. This would be the front. This would be the back. So now let's change that color. And we are going to select one of the greens there. There we go. All right, so that's how you would do that. Simple, easy. Then whenever you want to, do it for another project, just delete. You can delete the image or delete the frame. If it's something that I'm using, I actually have another entire document that it's nothing but my ephemera for my junk journals, to where when I get done, I just delete the image, and that way it's right ready for me to drop in more images for the next kit. All right, let's see what else. So let's go back to the graphics. So we have the page tab. That is something that would be helpful for you guys. So on page tab, you saw what I'd done, where I was able to, I've done the page tab like this. And so if I want to make this into a frame, but I don't want both sides, what you do, you double click it, and that's what brings up the crop feature. You can do smart crop. You can do, I just normally do freeform, and I am just simply going to pull it down to the halfway mark and then hit done. And then to make that into the frame, all I'm going to do is go over here to Framemaker, convert design to frame, make it as large as I can, transparent background, and I'm going to export it. I didn't. Did y'all see that? I forgot that I had 2 pages, and I didn't select current page only. So that's what happens. It can only do 1 page at a time. So that's why you have to make sure that you, oh my goodness, I had the thing select. Y'all, okay, let's try that again. Now let's try it. I want to do current page now. Well, I thought I hit export. I didn't. No, that's weird. It's still saying that 1 page at a time. Let's delete this page, because there's no reason why it should not convert this. I'm not sure why it's not. Never mind. It might be because this is a pro. It is a pro graphic. Yeah. You're not exporting premium elements on their own. So that's why you can't do that. But this is what I could do to get around that. I am going to open that back. I'm going to share this. I'm going to download it as a PNG with a transparent background. I'm going to hit download. And oh, man, I forget. You can only, they've got this crazy thing where you cannot download one single premium graphic by itself. So we're going to download this with it. Now we can do download. There's ways you can trick it. You just have to get around it. Okay. Now that we've got that, I'm going to delete both of these. Now I'm going to upload what I just downloaded. And I'm going to click that. And I don't want the yellow, so we're just going to crop it on out. So now, even though this is the exact same image, Canva is not realizing that this is that premium graphic. So now we're going to go back over here to Framemaker. We're going to convert design to frame, transparent background. We're going to make it large. Now we'll do export. And there it is. See, sometimes you just have to work with it and trick it. So now let's duplicate that. Let's do the same thing. We will turn it upside down. We will connect it, and there you go. There is the tab, just like we had seen it. All right, now there's one other feature that I want to show you guys today, and then I don't know what all Miss E is wanting me to show you guys, but I told her that I would do it for a little while, so I am going to keep my word to her. But I am going to go right back over here to Elements. I am just going to, let's see. Let's just do a shape. Let's make, say, if we want to make a label. And I'm just going to size it however I want to size it here. And I don't like again, I don't want the just squared corners. I'm going to do the corner rounding just a little bit on it. Okay, so I like that. So let's duplicate this and let's get us a page full of these labels. Let's do one more. Let's select them, make them smaller because we want a bunch of labels. You know, if we're creating labels, let's make a bunch. So now I'm just going to duplicate. And now I'm just going to fill the page up with these wonderful labels. Okay, we're getting there. I want the whole page though before we say that we're done. Okay, so now I have this full page of labels and I'm like, oh, I don't want them all pink. But I don't feel like, you know, I could go here and I could change each one to a different color, or, you know, I could do that, but I don't really want to do that. So we're going to go back to Framemaker. And let's go back over here. So whenever you first open it, you'll have the create option where you can create your little frame. We're going to go back to convert though. But there's this little feature right here that says mask. We are going to click mask. Now we're going to hit continue. Now we're going to convert this design to mask. We're going to do pretty much the same exact thing. We're going to make it as large as we can. We're going to do transparent background, and we're going to say export. Now, I hope this shows up, but if you guys can see, this looks like a frame in the background, and it's got all of these labels there. So if I were to add design, it looks like it's a frame, but it doesn't, it's not like a fillable frame. See, I can't fill anything in. Okay, so how you have to do that, I'm going to delete this. I am going to delete this page because I don't want it to get messed up with me. I'm going to go back to my Framemaker, and we're still there. So if you see, there's this little spot right here. It says choose file. So I'm going to choose file. Let me go to my Dropbox. I have some vintage blank documents in here somewhere. Well, here's vintage papers. Let's go to that. And I'm just going to click one of those. And so there you can see I can move the document around. I can zoom in on that document, zoom out. I'm just going to do it like that to where there's some of the writing there. And now I am going to do this, and then I'm going to go add to design. Look at that. There is my full page of labels, right, ready to go. And all we done was used the mask feature. It's just the same thing as like the clipping mask in your Photoshop. It does the same basic thing. It's just a different way of doing it. So now let's say, okay, what if I don't want that color? So I deleted that. No, I don't want that. What on earth is this thing doing? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go to choose file because it's being like goofy. Let's see. trying to see what I might have that's just like, let's do that. Let's open that one. And so now look at that. Now I can do, I've got it where I want it. Now I can add to design. And so now I have these labels that are like paisleys. So you can do this with anything. I'm going to delete these pages because now I want to show you one more. Okay, so I can either, I'm just going to cancel that out. So let's say I have this file folder. Now I can do one of two things, and it's personal preference as to what you want to do. What I would do on this one, if for myself, I would take, oh, Ma, I think I done these to you and I did not do this. I need to redo it. I'll drop them in there the right way. So I'm going to do this one where it's facing this way. So let's go ahead and convert this to a frame. So I'm click back on frame. I'm going to hit continue, convert design to frame. I'm going to make it large, transparent background, export. Okay, so I have that. But if I had just done like I done earlier, if I had just done the whole thing, then one side of it would have been upside down. So now what I want to do is I want to go back over here to uploads, and I want to get that same envelope or little file folder, and I am going to do the opposite side that I done, and I want this to be the right way, so I'm turning it this way. And now I am going to go back over here to Framemaker, convert design to frame. I'm going to make it large, transparent background. I want to select current page, done, export. And so now I can delete that. I'm going to turn this back the way that it was. I'm going to bring this back up here. And they look to be the same size. They are. All right, so there we go. So now I can just, the same thing that we did before, I can just drop something in it and it's going to turn it the correct way. All right, but if I didn't want to do that, and I'm saving that because I have to redo that for my, I done these for Ma earlier today, and I just as soon as I said something to you guys, I just realized I done the whole thing. I didn't split it like that, and that was crazy of me. All right, so let's get that same envelope there, or folder, whatever it is. I keep calling it envelope. And let's just make it a little bigger. And so if I didn't really want to fool with the frame, all I would do is I would go back over here to Framemaker again. I don't want to convert to frame. I want to use the mask. I'm going to hit continue, convert design to mask, large, transparent background, current page. I'm going to export. There's my mask. Now I want to, no, that's not the image I want to use. It's say, add an image to your mask or select an image from design. That's not what I want. I want an image. Oh, okay. I'm being goofy, y'all. It's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy few days. Now there's my selected image, and I can put it on there. I can zoom in or out, and I need to zoom in some. Let's get that in there like that. And we're going to go add to design. And so now we're going to bring it and pull it down, and there you go. There it is. So you can either use this for a clipping mask, or you can do it as a frame. So hopefully this has helped you guys some. I have a lot more Canva tricks and stuff. I'm all about trying to get the stuff, and I love to learn new things. So that's one reason why I do the I, I prefer to work in Photoshop to a point. Um, but Canva has come out with some new stuff. And so I'm like, oh, okay, well, we've got to learn that new stuff because why? It's out there. So yeah, Maud has been doing great on her Canva tutorials. I'm so proud of her. Um, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if there's something in particular that you would want to learn. I still have to finish working on the altered composition notebook for my son. They did pull out yesterday morning, moving to Kansas, 1,200 miles away from me. I'm not doing good. And I have a grandbaby in the hospital. She has been very sick for 3.5 weeks. And so it's been a little crazy around here, to say the least. And we go pick up our second naked baby tomorrow. We are driving to Mobile, Alabama to pick up the second naked baby, Mr. Shaggy. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you later, and thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.